Looking to upgrade your cardio game but can't decide between the Ski Erg and the Bike Erg? Don't worry, we got you.
So today Anna's gonna go over the C2 bike and I will be going over the C2 Ski Erg. If you're here because you're interested in the C2 rower or the Echo rower from Rogue, then check out the video here when you're done watching this video. But for now, let's go.
So here for the C2 bike, we're going to start with the material of the bike. It's aluminum, square tubing, very lightweight, very quiet because it is belt driven. It has the same flywheel as all their concept twos as the Ski Erg and your rower. It has an adjustable for resistance. The seat moves up without you having to touch the handle. Down, you push down, push the bike down. The seat can be replaced with any seat that you might have at home on one of your bikes. The arms are adjustable, so you can pull down. So you go up with this, or you can go down with this, or you can move the handle closer to you or further away. It's quiet because it's belt driven. I might have already said that. Super light because it is aluminum. It feels like a blend between an air bike and a spin bike, but actually when you're on it, it feels like a road bike. Next, we're gonna talk about muscle groups. So this is very low skill. You just hop on this bike and you start moving. Really good on the joints. If you're an endurance runner and you need just some time off, this will definitely help your legs stay healthy and could take the capacity of the bike. The muscle groups it's working, you're looking at your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, and your calves. All right, as far as training use goes, you're looking at zone 2, active recovery, or you could also use this as quick sprints, sitting on this or standing up. As far as space goes, it might take up a little bit more room, but it does fit in the corner. I put it on top of the Ski Erg, and it's like it's not even there, and it's super light and easy to move. You just grab it from the back, pull, its wheels assist you. It's much easier than the air bikes to move because it's a lot lighter. All right, the price of this bike is a little bit pricey. It's $1,100.
All right, I'm gonna talk about the build and design of the C2 Ski Erg. So the C2 Ski Erg, it's mounted vertically, so it makes it kind of easy for space saving in your garage. For the most part, you can get this where it mounts actually to the wall. So wherever you mount it, it's gonna stay there. Or the other option, which we opted into, was the stand that comes with it. And then now we're able to move this wherever we want throughout like the gym, or even if we wanna go outside with it, we're able to do that. Like Anna mentioned, we do have some space here that it takes up. However, we got creative and we were able to put the bike kind of inside this section here. So they both fit really nice with each other. The Ski Erg also uses the same damper settings, the same flywheel that the Bike Erg uses, the rower, as well as this. And the way the damper works, the damper setting allows different air to come in or out of it, depending on the settings. And then that's gonna change up the resistance of these flywheels. On the Ski Erg, we have a couple handles that are really nice, and they're ergonomically fit for your hands, so they just fit right in there. Makes it really easy just to grab them, and it's comfortable to hold in your hands. These ones, the unique thing about this one, not a lot of people know this, but you see people ripping this one with both of the handles. What you can also do is just here one at a time on these handles, and it'll work very similar. So it's just simulating like skiing out like on the flat, like the Nordic skiing, you're able to just push, or if you're able to kind of move through, it tries to simulate that same kind of movement. Okay, I'm going to talk about the muscle groups used on this one. This one is really primarily used for the upper body. Use a little bit of the legs. If you use too much legs, then likely you're doing it wrong and you're going too low. So this one primarily is going to use your lats. So if you're up here and you do that straight arm pull down, you're going to activate the lats. And then as you come down and you extend, you're just doing like a tricep pull down to finish that pull. So you're using the lats, your traps, a little bit of the shoulders, and then definitely use that core as you pulling down and you're coming down, you're stabilizing that core. So it's a really good exercise for all your upper body movements. So now we're going to talk about the different training uses for the Ski Erg. So on this Ski Erg here, it's going to be great for interval work, any kind of CrossFit workouts, and like the big thing now, all the hype is any kind of like the Hyrox training or hybrid training. Everybody knows that this is one of the zones that you're going to have to come into after a run. So it's really good for sport specific on something like that. If you are using this or you're kind of beating up your legs, especially if you're one of the hybrid athletes, then this is going to really give you an option to get most of that upper body work and kind of relieve your lower body, the lower legs, for the most part in that training. One of the things about the Ski Erg is that this is high technique. Like Anna mentioned in her review on the Bike Erg, you just got to jump on that bike, very low skill, low level of entry, hop on and just start pedaling and going, getting that work in. With this one, it does require a little bit of technique. So that one is going to be like a little bit of learning curve where technique can actually help you get through that, burn through those calories a little bit faster, get those watts and that any kind of calories or watts or whatever output that you're looking for. Not as good as the Bike Erg, but this one is good for active recovery. You could hop on here, set the damper really low to like a 1 and just kind of just move through it. Active recovery, you're able to sustain a long period of time on here, pushing you into like that zone 2. It's just not as comfortable as sitting down on a bike where you're moving through. This one, like full body, still moving, but it could get that active recovery. So it's really good for that as well. As far as storage goes for this, with this setup that we have with the base on it, it does have wheels that you can move. It still will butt up really close to the wall. You maybe lose a little bit of space, but it's not that big of a deal. However, if you wanted to really just get it out of the way, keep it in the corner of the gym, corner of your garage, then it does come with the option to mount directly to the wall where it could stay there off the ground and out of the way. All right, let's talk about price on this one. So for the actual machine itself, you're looking at $850. And then if you wanted the stand option, we're looking at another $220. Plus shipping, we're looking close to the same price that you would pay for the Concept 2 Bike Erg. So price-wise, they're going to be very similar. You could get away with a little bit of a cheaper option if you go with the wall mounts version. But if you want the convenience of having this platform, then you're looking at very comparable prices between the two. So which one should you get? If you're going to choose the Ski Erg, then very likely that you're looking for some space saving. You're looking for some variety in your Metcons. And the biggest one, I think, especially with the Hyrox being so big right now and the whole hybrid athlete training, is if you're in that camp, then you're definitely going to need to pick up the Ski Erg as opposed to the bike. Maybe the bike could be later on down the line or an alternate choice after you picked up the rower and the Ski Erg.
I'd say if you're a longer endurance athlete, not Hyrox involved, you're a cyclist, you need a light on the legs, definitely the Bike Erg. They also made this to be where you could be at work and you have a desk that kind of comes down, a movable desk, and you could be cycling while you're working. So that is definitely an added bonus. You can't do that with any other Concept 2s because your hands are tied.
Yeah, or any kind of rower, so it definitely makes it easy to work from home. So which one are you going to pick? The Ski Erg or the Bike Erg? Let us know in the comments. So vote for either one. Let us know in those comments.
If you found this video useful, please like, please subscribe, and maybe hit that bell so you can get some notifications.